So let's talk about something that could completely change the game for your backyard flock. What if you could have an endless supply of high-protein chicken feed, and what if it was totally free? Yeah, really. We're talking about turning your waste into an amazing resource. Let's dive in.
You know, it all starts with a problem that I bet is super familiar to anyone who keeps chickens. It's this cycle of dependency, right? You're constantly buying feed, costing you money, and tying you to a supply chain you have zero control over.
And we're not talking about pocket change here. For a small flock, maybe 10 to 15 chickens, this system we're talking about can save you up to $500 a year. Think about that. That's real money going back into your pocket, not into some big corporations.
Yeah, this dependency, it's exactly what it sounds like. A trap. The commercial feed trap. And it's more than just about the money. It's a real weak spot in your homestead's self-sufficiency.
Okay, so look at this comparison. It's night and day, really. On one side, you've got a flock that's basically a liability. It's draining your resources, it's totally dependent on stores and that fragile supply chain. But on the other side, you've got a flock that's a true asset. It's boosting your food security, making you resilient and independent. It's a beautiful, closed-loop system.
So what's the answer? Well, the solution is to build your very own backyard protein factory. And no, I'm not kidding. This isn't just some clever little feeding hack. This is a declaration of independence from that whole commercial feed industry. And the heart of this system is just so simple, it's beautiful. It takes all the stuff you'd normally just toss out, kitchen scraps, garden waste, even manure, and it quietly turns that stream of waste into a stream of high-quality protein. It's like having a little self-sustaining engine running right in your backyard.
All right, so now you're probably wondering, how do I actually do this? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. We're going to start with phase 1, building the actual home for your new black soldier fly colony. We call it the biopod. Okay, this is the really genius part of the whole design. It's got what's called a self-harvesting mechanism, and it works by using the natural instincts of the black soldier fly larvae. See, when they get mature, they have this powerful instinct to crawl upwards, looking for a dry spot. This design cleverly uses that behavior, so they literally harvest themselves. No digging, no sorting, it's amazing.
And get this, building it is just a simple 3-step deal. First, the biopod itself, you can make it from a cheap, like $20 storage tote. Seriously. Second, you create some bait to attract the wild flies that are already in your area. No need to buy a starter kit. Something like overripe bananas and molasses works great. You want it to be, well, kind of smelly. That's what brings them in. And third, you just add a piece of corrugated cardboard right above the bait. That's where they'll lay their eggs. And that's it. You've built the house, sent out the invitations, and set up the nursery.
Okay, so once the biopod is built and you've got your colony going, the next phase is all about keeping the system running. And really, that just means one thing: feeding your tiny, hardworking crew.
And let me tell you, these little guys are not picky eaters. They're absolute eating machines. They'll devour pretty much any organic waste you give them. Kitchen scraps, coffee grounds, garden weeds, even manure. They basically turn a disposal problem into an incredible resource. They're nature's ultimate recyclers for sure.
And the efficiency here is, well, it's just mind-blowing. A single one of these biopods can process over 10 pounds of organic waste every single day. So this goes way beyond just making chicken feed. It's a powerful waste management solution that also helps keep nasty smells and other pest flies under control.
All right, now for the best part, the payoff. After about 2 weeks of non-stop eating, the larvae are ready. So let's talk about how you collect and store this incredible protein-packed harvest.
And just like building it, this part is super simple. Just 2 steps. First is the harvest itself, which, remember that self-harvesting ramp? It happens automatically every morning. Easy. The second step is just processing any surplus you have so you can store it and use it all year round, even when the flies aren't active in the winter.
So how much are we talking about? A well-run system it's just shockingly productive. From just one of those totes, you can expect a daily self-harvest of anywhere from a 1/4 pound to a 1/2 pound of mature larvae. Every day. This is the consistent stream of protein that is going to replace those expensive bags of feed. So, what do you do with all these larvae you're harvesting every day? Well, you've got 2 fantastic options for storing them. You can dry them, which creates a product that's shelf-stable for months and has over 40% protein. That's perfect for your winter stockpile. Or you can freeze them. That's faster and it keeps the moisture in, which your chickens will absolutely love. Having both of these options is what makes this a real year-round solution.
Okay, let's pull all these threads together now and look at the final, most important step: integration. This is where you really close that loop and see the direct, powerful impact this has on your flock's health and your own self-sufficiency.
You have to understand, these larvae aren't just feed. They are a superfood that you grow yourself. They are absolutely packed with protein, calcium, all those essential amino acids. When you feed these to your flock, it encourages their natural instinct to forage, and you'll see the results with your own eyes. Healthier chickens, much stronger eggshells, and, this is my favorite part, those gorgeous, dark, nutrient-dense yolks. You can't get that from a bag.
So, when it's all said and done, it really boils down to this one simple but pretty profound question. Are you buying your feed, or are you growing it? Are you stuck in that cycle of dependency, or are you ready to take control? The answer to that question is really the difference between being dependent and being truly free.
And that really brings us to the biggest takeaway here, the core idea of this whole system. Protein is not something you should be buying in a bag. It's something you should be growing by the bucketful. This is where real food security begins. It doesn't start at the feed store. It starts right in your own backyard.